since you've been in the league, you've probably seen some wild nights, but between Stewart and Drew, between Devin getting ejected that quickly, how do you wrap up a night like this with you guys obviously still coming out with the win?
Yeah, keep the game first. I mean, it's a lot of noise around our game. There's a lot of shit that comes with being an NBA player. You keep the main thing. Then all of that stuff will fade away. It's unfortunate what happened before the game. It's supposed to be a brotherhood. But I also understand dudes get into stuff, and stuff may happen, but we try to avoid that in this league, but shit happens, and hopefully we can move on from it. And we all support Drew and got Drew's back, and he'll move past it.
Curious with Devin, and I know obviously he's not the only guy that talks to the official. I mean, everyone does, but did that even surprise you that he got that?
Hell yeah, it did. It did, because he was talking to me, and I guess he said something that ticked the ref off. But they were on edge before the game anyway because of the situation. They didn't want things to escalate. They thought it might escalate with our team and theirs, but that's not even the type of team we are. We just try to go out there and talk with our game. And you seen it early on. They were trying to just, let us know that they're going to control the game. And I can understand it. I can see it from their perspective. But I just think that was too quick of a tech, both of them.
Kevin, to your point, do you sense that by the foul calls, or can you tell by their body language?
Yeah, more just body language. I mean, it wasn't of no ill intent what they were trying to do. I mean, they were trying to make sure that nothing goes farther beyond what happened before the game, and I can understand that part of it. And so sometimes, with that being said, you might get some quick texts, but I thought those two were way quicker than normal.
Kevin, when you look at just where you guys are right now, heading into the break, what things are you happy with, and what things do you feel like there's still room to grow?
Yeah, I like our togetherness has grown, being more of a unit. Guys understanding their roles and what they bring to the team. I think around this time when you start to figure that out, that's always good. I like where our record is, being 11 games over 500. So that's a good milestone to have going to the break, and for the most part, everybody's healthy. So Brad got a couple tweaks, and hopefully he can get back right after All-Star break. But I like how consistently we play games together the last month or so, and that's only going to bode well for us going forward.
Kevin, this is actually Book's only second time being selected to the All-Star game outright. I was just curious, since you've been to so many All-Star games, how much more enjoyable is it when you have a teammate that you get to participate in?
It's the best. It's the best. I mean, this is an incredible experience. We all thought about being All-Stars as kids, and to experience that, to be expected to be an All-Star every year, I mean, that's who we wanted to be as kids. So, it's a moment for the basketball world to celebrate the All-Stars, but it's also a moment for each family member, each friend that you got coming to really celebrate what you've done thus far in your career and thus far this season. So it's always a family-type atmosphere when you go to All-Star, and that's the best part about it.
The commissioner said today that you felt like the players even agreed that maybe there needs to be some more competitiveness, and I know you didn't play in it last year, but do you feel like guys are maybe wanting to bring more of an actual game into that this weekend?
Yeah, I think they just went back. They didn't go back to the same format as far as the points is concerned, right? It's a regular game, right? I think, yeah. I mean, I think that'll help. I mean, it was a couple gimmicks involved the last few years with the choosing the players right before the game and the draft and all that. So I like it being East and West. I like it being traditional, and guys go out there and just play their game. I think when the starters set the tone, once the ball is tipped, I think that'll set the tone for the rest of the game. And there's a lot of competitors in that game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Kevin, how big was it to see the bench have this kind of game going into the All-Star break?
It's always great when we can get guys on the bench more reps. When Book went out and Brad not playing, there's a next man mentality, so guys had to step up and do a little bit more. Love what Saban brought to the table tonight. Love what Royce brought to the table. J.O., D-Rod, Bo, Teo, I feel like everybody on the bench came in and contributed and did something positive for the team. So as much as we can build in-game confidence like that, the better we'll become.
You've been very successful on the court, but off the court recently in your venture with Boardroom and Rich Kleiman, you were recently given the honor by Billboard as being one of the most successful and impressive executives and athletes in the industry. Your impressions on your success away from the court?
Well, I mean, so many people had a hand in on it. You know, having a team behind you that can put you in position to be successful off the floor, give you the knowledge that you need to be successful off the floor is the most important thing. So I'm just grateful for the people that are around that let me focus on the main thing, which is crafting my game and getting better at my game, and understand that feeds into all the stuff that we're doing off the floor. So without what we do here on this court, none of that stuff can work. And I think as a group, we understand that. So it's pretty cool to see the progress.
The new shoe drops tomorrow. I was curious how much you maintain contact with Nike and how involved you are in like the collaborative process over the years with your shoes.
Shit, I'm from the ground up. You know, as I got older, I got more in depth with the drops and the colorways and the details of the shoes. You know, that's become more fun as I gotten older. So this one we dropping tomorrow is they came out probably 12, 13 years ago. So it's a lot of nostalgia around this shoe. So I'm glad we was able to get that back to the fans, and hopefully they enjoy it.
The fours are the one everyone bothers you about still, right? Like
Oh man, they've been bothering me about those for 4 or 5 years, and it's a limited pair, so I know they're going to hit me up even more about them. So, but we got so much stuff coming out. It's just grateful that I can partner with one of the best companies ever in Nike.
Those will be on Sunday.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, back to the All-Star game, which you played most of the West of your most of your career.
Yeah.
And you still talked about the competitiveness of getting back to the All-Star game instead of just the gimmicks the past couple of years picking the players. Is there a sense of pride for you playing back in the West and trying to get that win this weekend?
Man, I got pride for the name on the back of my jersey when I'm on that stage and in the city that I'm playing for, and my teammates. I want to go out there and represent them as much as I can, and I go out there and play my game regardless, and just trying to play hard regardless, So I just want to represent my last name and the market I play for as much as I can.
Is the hat showing some excitement about pitchers and catchers reporting?
Most definitely, man. It's right around the corner, man. We all could feel it here in the valley, man. The boys got a big season ahead, so yeah.
Thanks, Devin.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy your break, man.
Thank you.